My teacher refused to let me use my inhaler during an asthma attack. If you can talk, you can breathe, she said. I was 15 minutes into our history exam when it started. That familiar tightness in my chest, the wheezing sound with every breath. My inhaler was right there in my backpack 3 feet away. Mrs. Calloway had a reputation. She'd been teaching for 32 years and ruled her classroom like a military base. No phones, no talking, no bathroom breaks during tests. She'd made kids sit through exams with food poisoning, migraines, even panic attacks. Building character, she called it. The tightness in my chest was getting worse. I'd had asthma since I was 7, hospitalized twice in middle school. My parents had filled out every medical form the school required. My inhaler was literally listed on my emergency contact sheet, right next to my EpiPen for my peanut allergy. I raised my hand slowly, trying not to make noise. Mrs. Calloway, I need my inhaler. She didn't even look up from her desk where she was grading yesterday's quizzes with her red pen. Exam in progress. No talking. My breathing got worse. Short, shallow gasps that burned my throat. The wheezing was getting louder. I could feel that familiar panic creeping in when your body fights for every breath. Please, I'm having an asthma attack. Now she looked up, annoyed. Her reading glasses perched on her nose as she glared at me. You seem fine to me. Keep working. I can't breathe properly, I whispered, my voice getting raspy. That's when she said it, loud enough for the whole class to hear. If you can talk, you can breathe. Stop being dramatic and finish your test. The kid next to me, Darius, looked terrified. He'd seen me use my inhaler before in PE class. She can barely breathe, he whispered. One more word from either of you and you both get zeros, Mrs. Calloway snapped, standing up from her desk. I've been teaching longer than you've been alive. I know the difference between a medical emergency and attention-seeking behavior. My chest felt like someone was sitting on it. Each breath was a struggle, like trying to suck air through a straw. My fingertips were starting to tingle, never a good sign. The classroom felt stuffy, the fluorescent lights too bright. Other students were staring now, some looking genuinely worried. Lila, who sat behind me, had pulled out tissues because she thought I was crying. But it wasn't tears. It was the stress sweat that comes with not being able to breathe. Mrs. Calloway, I tried one more time, my voice barely above a whisper. Please, my inhaler is right there. She walked over to my desk, her heels clicking on the linoleum floor. 28 pairs of eyes watched as she leaned down and spoke in that condescending tone teachers use when they think they're being patient. Young lady, I've seen real asthma attacks. They don't involve talking and negotiating. They involve calling 911. Since you're clearly capable of having a full conversation, you're clearly capable of finishing this exam. I couldn't get air. My lips were turning blue. I could see my reflection in the black computer screen next to me. My hands were shaking as I gripped the edge of my desk. The room was spinning slightly. My chest was on fire. This wasn't just tight breathing anymore. This was dangerous territory. I'd been here before, in 7th grade, when I ended up in the ER on a ventilator. I stood up and walked to my backpack, my legs shaky. Sit down now, she screamed, her voice echoing off the walls. I grabbed my inhaler and took 2 puffs. Immediate relief flooded my lungs like cool water. Principal's office, both of you, cheating and disrupting my classroom. But Darius had already pulled out his phone. He'd recorded the whole thing. The video went viral within hours. Teacher denies student inhaler during asthma attack. Mrs. Calloway was suspended pending investigation. The school district issued a public apology. She was fired 2 weeks later. Turns out when your classroom management goes viral for all the wrong reasons, suddenly everyone can breathe easier.